Hi, Weather Joey here with your bottom of the South Island weather recap and weather forecast for Sunday, February 12th, 2022. And we are in winter and will continue to be in winter for the next little while. So no real signs of spring, but before we get to our forecast, as always, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge the first peoples of this land, the First Nations, for allowing us to live, work, and play on their beautiful traditional territory. From North Saanich out to Sooke and beyond, up this island to the mainland, Turtle Island, we thank you for allowing us to be here on your land. Yes, if we look back at the last forecast, we were pretty good with it. Last week, as we had mentioned, the whole name of the game was a westerly flow, so it brought some rain, some storms at times, a little bit different from the sort of up and down we've been seeing all season, so that also helped to build up the snowpack. We'll get into that a little bit. So looking back, let's see, we started off on... last Monday, Tuesday. So basically this westerly flow was kind of fueled by low pressure up and around the Aleutians. That brought some light rain in, the beginning of a front, kind of a warm front, light rain for the Monday the 6th. Around this flow, we saw a little low spin up and head towards Haida Gwaii on Tuesday, quite strong. That brought in a little bit more rain for Tuesday the 7th, a little bit more windy conditions, even though the wind stayed away from the south coast, not too bad. We saw some nice swell coming down the strait, and that was more for Wednesday because in this westerly flow, after that low went through, we saw a little kind of a weak ridge of high pressure build in on that Wednesday the 8th. And that brought some drying, some clearing, and nice calm conditions in here. And I managed to get a little surf in, which was kind of nice. But the westerly flow, that kind of shifted a little bit as we got into Thursday. So we saw new low pressure come well offshore here, and it started to draw a little bit more of a flow from the southwest for Thursday. We saw the precursors of the first clouds coming in, later on Wednesday the 8th night and into Thursday. Cloud and a southerly flow brought some showers, not a ton of rain, and it was mild, but the snow level stayed pretty decent. And we saw showers coming, for Thursday into Friday, as this low also slowly tracked up around Haida Gwaii. However, low pressure went over Friday, but we did see not as much rain as we saw on Friday as this trough went through, and in behind there's some strong winds down here, and things actually cleared out a bit for Friday. It was actually quite nice. On the inside not too windy, but down the coast quite windy, and that brought more swell down in for Saturday, yesterday was the 11th. Again, this pushed through a little bit. Let me just remember where we're at here. Bear with me. So in behind again, we saw as that ridge trough pushed through, we saw a little bit of ridging move in again for later in the day Friday, and that was the clearing that we saw. Clearing overnight Friday night was quite nice. Temperatures dropped a little bit. And into Saturday, this weak ridge sort of hung over the coast nicely, keeping things dry. However, it was keeping things dry and got a little support from down here. So we had some ridging, a little bit of cloud coming across from systems up here, coming across from the west-northwest on Saturday. That kept things kind of cloudy, so it wasn't like a clear type of ridge. And as we got in today, we saw a weak front coming around and a little bit more organized. So we saw some light showers today. We're expecting some more in sort of a northwest flow across the coast around this high pressure, allowing a few showers in for tomorrow also. Now, as we get into, so that's giving the forecast for you out here. So I want to say that for the next little while, it looks like it's going to be fairly dry out there, and heading into cooler temperatures. Winter is here staying. We don't see any signs of spring. We might see some sun here and there, but not anything warm, because it looks like this flow of the next couple days into Tuesday. This sort of backs up a little bit. This high pressure backs up over to here, helps the flow come down. It looks like for Tuesday we're going to get some clearing, a little bit of high pressure moving in, surface high pressure fueled by this, moving in and clearing things out for Tuesday for a very, very nice sunny day. Definitely dry. So that's looking nice for that. Into Wednesday, let me just double check here again and lose track when I get a whole week's worth of. Yeah, as we get into Tuesday, we will see a push of drier air from the west northwest for Tuesday, which before Wednesday. Oh yeah, right. So it looks like this will back away. This high pressure will back away a little bit, and then a new trough, fairly weak trough, moving in for Wednesday, Thursday, and sort of hanging around Friday. So expecting a lot of cloud. Coolish, seasonable to coolish. It's coming in from this direction, hanging around. This is just a mess here. Hanging around for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Before we see the ridge kind of build back up here again and bring another bit of western or sort of northwesterly flow for next weekend. And a little bit drier for next weekend. So this trough this coming week of Wednesday through Friday, which I guess is the 15th to 17th. Like I said, showery, not too much in the way of rain. Drier into next week. I think next weekend would be Saturday, Sunday. We're expecting the cool northwest flow to start over again next weekend, but relatively dry with seasonal temps, so not too cool. That's right, because it looks like it's drawing some warmth from this direction, so not too cool next weekend. It's not until later into next week that it looks like we might see a little bit of push of cooler pseudo-Arctic air coming down to the coast into next week, which I think is the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and towards the end of February there. So lots of winter to come, not a ton of moisture, still good snowpack. Anything coming will add to the snowpack, so that's good news. And yes, hang in there for spring. I know that us terrestrial beings that walk around on two legs down here, most of us are looking forward to a little bit of warmth out there, but we're going to have to wait, and I hope you guys enjoy. Anyway, hope that helps out, my friends, and as always, may the forecast be with you.